10 of the world's best tree climbers will be reduced to 1 in this head-to-head elimination tournament. Each match, 2 climbers will place tokens in hard-to-reach areas on opposite sides of the same tree. Then they'll switch sides and race to retrieve the tokens placed by their opponent. The first climber to remove all of the other climbers' tokens wins the game. This is Notch Equipment's Capture the Canopy.
Thank you for joining us. This is Capture the Canopy presented by Notch Equipment. My name is Jake Miller. This is Travis Vickerson. And this is Jesse Bouchard-Nestor, who is one of 10 world-class climbers competing for all the marbles in Capture the Canopy. Now we head to the loser's bracket. And gentlemen, your thoughts right here as this game progresses on.
Well, I mean, personally, the Cinderella story, in my opinion, has to be Jesse. You can see he's moved from the L1 position on up into the game 14. He is in the redemption bracket and living up to the name Redemption at this point.
There you go. Jesse, your thoughts on that? Or should I say Cinderella?
No, you can call me Cinderella.
Okay.
That's it. No, I mean, there's great climbers here, and sometimes it's just a matter of mistakes and inches. And Ryan and Kevin, it's the same thing. I mean, they're phenomenal climbers, and they had good runs. Just a few mistakes here and there, and all of a sudden, I'm through. So,
all right,
very happy to be there.
And here's the winners bracket right here, and we are looking at game 11. Cormac Nagan against Nathanael, Gros, or Natty.
Oh, what a matchup, though.
Yep, Natty.
2 climbers, both most likely going to be climbing double rope or moving rope system. Really is going to shape up to be an epic battle in this room.
Natty remains undefeated in the preliminaries, and now here into the double elimination tournament, undefeated going up against Cormac Nagan, who is wearing green, and Natty wearing the maroon color here.
If my memory serves me correct, they did not even match up against each other in the prelims.
Yeah.
This is the first time they have matched against each other.
Yeah, this is style on style. I mean,
This is style on style.
Both are some of the smoothest climbers out here, and because of that double rope system, obviously, but also because they're both animals. And this should be really interesting.
Now, Natty's going to have a little bit more reach on Cormac. What do you think that's going to play into? Do you think Natty's going to use that to his advantage?
Definitely. Natty's going to use everything to his advantage. If it was a toenail, he'd use that. And Cormac's the same. So both of them are smiling and great guys, but they're hard competitors.
These climbers have 4 minutes to install the tokens, and they're going to set as many as they can in their half of the tree. They'll switch sides and then race to remove the most tokens they can set by the other climber. Climber who removes the most tokens wins the game. All of it happening in 14 minutes. And penalties will definitely play a factor, and this white oak definitely notorious for getting those tokens wrapped up, this portion of the tree right here on our left. Jesse, you can obviously speak to that. This tree, is very unforgiving when it comes to tokens being caught.
Absolutely. I mean, particularly the white side, because the white side you can see all of the lower foliage, and that catches everything. It's like a big rake just landing there, so it gets real tricky. The other side things seem to crawl and fall through. I mean, it's a white oak. The bark is real grippy. It's got some flakes on there, so it can be the bark, it can be the foliage. It's like a Velcro up there.
Yeah. And we noticed that some of the climber. We saw you. I think at one point take your time to get one down.
Yes.
And I think even at the end, it still got stuck.
Yes, because I was running out of length, so I had to pull the other end out, and everyone was saying, "Just let go," which
and then
you
it
should
did.
Just listen to what you're doing. Unfortunately,
all right, hands are on the block.
Ready to go.
Let's get ready to rumble. I can't say it like the Michael Buffer. Or I'd have to pay him money if I said it that way.
Bonjour à tous ceux qui regardent en français.
Yeah.
Roule. On y va.
There we go.
And Cormac's up. Natty's going to look like he's going to be installing a second system as well. Both putting in retrievable redirect systems up high to set the canopy for lower.
Yeah.
Really great move.
Oh yeah. It gives you access to a lot more tree. the higher you are, the higher the tip is, the better the angle is to go up very far on all the lower limbs.
And that's definitely one of the benefits of double lining this tree versus single lining is you have that redirect or that retrievable tie-in point you can install versus running off the main tie-in points.
Yes.
Nati, a decorated French competitor. Obviously, French is his first language. He's working on his English. But Jesse, you've been kind enough to be an interpreter for us here for Natty.
Oh, look at what Cormac. Oh, that is just wrong. Just wrong.
And they, what is he doing?
He's getting right out there from the very beginning, the high far tie-in point, and then using that tip out there. He's going to force Natty to set his retrievable system in this exact same position.
Look what Natty's doing.
Oh, yes. They're both going to go for it all.
Oh, boy.
Natty's just a pure climber. He's
Look at that. Look at that.
It's just magic when he got to
Cormac's got one down. And Natty is working on it. Lanyarding in right now, doing it.
Oh, look at Cormac making his moves to the tree. Trying to work out here towards us.
Yeah, you know he's going to be going back there. His anchor's way on the other side, so he's going to work the backside of that tree soon.
And Natty's getting ready to tie one in here.
Trying to flip it out there on that dead branch in.
Oh yeah, Natty's going to put it out there where he thinks nobody can get it but Burns, so he's out.
He got it.
That's the goal.
1-1 now.
Oh, and Cormac's got hung up on the way down his left side again, taking in some
1-1 right now.
Now from there, it looks like it may be the better play to go ahead and get that out from the bottom as you work your way down the tree versus taking the time to pull it all up.
A little less than the halfway point right now. Both with one on the ground.
Both got tricky ones out there. So.
Cormac's got two now.
Natty's going to go wide now off that tie.
Yep.
I think the closer we get to the end of the installation part, we're going to see some really amazing climbing.
I do believe
as if we hadn't seen any already.
The
but
magic is going to happen though in the retrieval round for these two.
Oh, sure.
Because then the route is set.
Sure.
And they're not carrying all this extra weight. They're free and clear.
Look at him getting out. Well, folks, we have to lean so far forward to get a view on him underneath the net here. He has got to toss it back towards the center of the tree in order to make this in.
Yes, he literally is. Yeah, the limb is hanging outside the.
There it is.
And it's in.
Great job by him. That's going to force Natty also when he drops it.
That's
drop it
3 down for Nagan.
Yeah, and you can see the foliage about midway point. That's the catch. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Nathanael
part of
has
that can
two.
be part of the strategy when you're setting up the.
Absolutely, I agree
the
with you.
He's got another one coming here.
Who won
Natty
the-
moving down a little bit further.
No.
And he's moving out. He's got his line. Oh.
$30 seconds has gone.
Some nice
Natty's
movement
having-
Wow,
by-
look at him
by Cormac.
just jumping through the tree.
Natty's got another one down. So
They're both way out there, folks.
Oh yeah. Not too many people can get to the tips like these.
No.
two. They're way
Nagan's
up there.
got one down now.
They're making scores, gentlemen.
Cormac's going to drop one more there. Real quick like.
Nagan's got 4. Nati has 3.
He can get it through their loop, and he has.
Ooh, there we go. Oh.
Yeah.
And Nati is down. Cormac, 5.
Wow.
Nati, 3.
But again, we've seen in the first round how Natty set
Wow.
a few times only 2 tokens, but in areas that was so hard to get to.
We're literally getting pieces of the tree here on the desk and on my jacket because these guys are so far up and so far out that these limbs are actually outside the game zone. And they're getting me dirty. All right, so both climbers made their descent. They're going to reset their lines. They're going to make their ascent. And we are going to see some amazing removal action here, all happening in 5 minutes. Cormac Nagan against Nati for Capture the Canopy, Game 11. Stay with us. All right, Cormac Nagan and Nathanael Gros have made their ascension. They're getting set here to begin the removal portion of this game. 2 amazing climbers. And get ready, folks. Buckle in. because we're all going for a ride.
It's going to be fast.
Look how far the camera's zoom in to get that one. Like you said, only birds.
The removal. And there we go.
Natty
Cormac
taking his time.
still working. Natty taking his time, and we going to see some surprises in this?
I think you're going to see some swings and you're going to see some moves.
Yep.
They're going to glide through this tree.
It's all about speed now. There's no strategy anymore.
Yeah, the route's set.
Chase it.
It's all about speed at this point.
Yeah.
You just got to go for it now. Both of them have their tie-in point set, and they're off.
And Natty's resetting up high, same thing.
Ooh, Cormac's going that left first. Surprising. I figured he'd go to this right side. My guess he's going to try to get the swing across and run it up.
I'm just soaking it in.
Well, he does have two on that side to get, and only one on this side, so maybe some strategy there. Natty's still working up top. He might run into a little bit of a problem, maybe.
Cormac's got one on the ground already. He's only got two. Natty's got 5 to retrieve, so he's got to start stepping it up.
Here he goes.
Here comes a big swing from Cormac. That's one touch out.
He hasn't moved yet. He didn't move. He didn't move. He got penalized for an unsecured lanyard. Cormac has 1 to remove. Nathanael 1 down. Cormac down.
Not sure what that penalty was for.
Yeah.
I saw something I did, but
That's a penalty.
Apparently,
you can
Cormac
swing,
won.
You can swing through the tree with your lanyard off with the beater swinging around, but if you're moving through and swinging through the tree, then it poses a risk for hitting you, so it's a safety issue. But if you're on the same limb just flipping over the other way, I don't see the issue.
I look at you're still in the same position. You're just reaping.
You're moving your lanyard around.
Correct. I don't see that as a unstowed lanyard situation at all. There's a head judge, though, and it is his call to make. Even we disagree, though.
Nati, I think, was that Nati's first penalty of capture the canopy?
First penalty and first loss.
First penalty, first loss for the number 1 seed.
And right there, it's clear that how penalties can affect you. Cormac continuing to run the tree out and get all the tokens.
So that wraps up Game 11. Cormac Nagan, the winner. Natty, his first loss, the number 1 seed. Game 11 definitely proving dramatic one way or the other here at Capture the Canopy, presented by Notch. Thank you very much, Jesse Bouchard-Nestor, and thank you, Travis Vickerson, for joining me. I'm Jake Miller. We'll see you later. All right, it is Game 12 action just moments away. This is Capture the Canopy, presented by Notch. Travis Vickerson on my right and my far right, Kevin Bingham. Thanks, guys. Kevin, so, hey, this tree is very unforgiving, and this competition, it's like it's not taking any prisoners.
No, it's a pretty good tree compared to the prelim tree. As I was saying before, this really promotes using some redirects, getting a higher tie-in point.
Yeah,
there's definitely some strategy. Where the prelim tree was more of just a speed demon tree.
Yeah.
and of course we have to talk about the competitors up in the tree for Game 12. Mark Gaudet, the number 2 seed, facing TreeCutter Doug Tochtrop. Both of these climbers gifted, as all of them are here at Capture the Canopy, but this is quite a matchup. I can't wait to see what these guys come up with here. They're going to have 4 minutes to install their tokens, and they are ready to go here.
It's amazing how the tree catches everything. It just catches it all.
Yeah, there's definitely
Judges, watch this 0 clear.
that's definitely something to consider. While trying to avoid the canopy, ended up tossing my bag outside of the ring, which really ended it for me. So you gotta
All right.
really take some time and.
All right, they're both set.
How many bags does Doug have? 1,
He
2,
has
3,
five.
4, 5.
5 has
Five.
go-to number.
Doug going
6
down.
is really, really heavy.
Gaudet going up and high.
That's going up really high.
Lanyarding in.
Two very different climbing styles here.
Mark's throwing the first one down, and it makes it.
Always got to hold your breath a little bit.
Doug's throwing
on
one
that
down, and it makes it.
He's well above
Unofficial
his
for
height.
Gaudet at this point.
point.
Yeah, Doug has one at this point. Gaudet's is unofficial. Where is that?
It's on the ground. He's on the ground.
Okay, yeah, they're both official, 1-on-1.
Mark was telling me the other day, he's climbing on a new device that is really lets the rope tail through it. I think he thinks he's on that device now.
Look where TreeCutter Doug is.
Oh, yeah. Cormac's tree. Cormac's limb.
Cormac's limb. But is he going to get as far out as Cormac did?
Mark's working his way up. Doug has good control of his line
All
here.
right. Mark Gaudet has 2 now.
Definitely like to see good control of the line, moving it around.
TreeCutter
like
Doug pulling up the rope here. Setting himself up for...
Oof. Careful on them big jumps in. He easily breaks the branch.
Ooh. Careful. Yeah.
Trying to get some rope tailed through there.
Doug is going way out. Doug is going way out.
Pulling a U-move.
Yeah, I feel like Mark does not really care too much about his rope angle, so he'll be able to get that without a redirect if he wants to. I'm curious to see what
Doug's got another one down.
Yeah, what Doug's gonna do after here, because he's gonna need to get to a.
Knowing Doug, he's gonna swing far left.
Doug's really smart by transferring that weight there.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was
for
a
swing one way or the other.
Thin limb.
Yeah, that's where he's going. He's get the zigzag in and out.
Yep. Put the stitches in.
We're at the minute 30 remaining time of the install portion of this game.
Oh, look at Mark's trying to make some big jumps here.
Mark Gaudet.
Seems to be a hitch cord keeps hanging up on him a little bit there.
Look at this.
All right. Slowly making that move out there. Oh, but he lost it. He's lost line coming out of his bag there. He's going to have to retrieve
Doug has
that.
3.
Yeah, he's got a tangle. He got a tangle.
And nobody's letting him know.
Here comes Gaudet.
That's good. That could definitely hurt him. Hopefully he figures it out here.
Yeah, that's going to slow him down considerably trying to figure that out.
Oh, Doug. Very careful. Almost broke a branch over on the far side.
Is Mark going to get this one? So Mark gets this one. They're tied up at this point.
Mark just realized that he's got to pull it all the way through now and drop it down. Definitely going to cost him some time.
So he dropped his. Did he drop?
Mark's dropping 2 right now.
I believe he did.
His first one was not
not.
set. Yep. First one's not set. Okay. Gaudet now has 3.
What's the deal with the second one?
It's not set.
I guess he has potential to set it.
Setting another one right here, real quick. Doug has 4 now.
I'm really liking
Gaudet.
Doug's chances in this climb. It looks like he's
Trying to
got
get this
better-
secured here. He's got it secured.
Yes.
Gaudet has 4 as well. And 3, 2, 1. Doug now with 5. TreeCutter Doug setting 5 tokens. Mark Gaudet setting 4.
Is that a?
They're going to reset their lines, and then they're going to make their ascent, and then we are going to move to the removal portion of the game. 5 minutes. Gaudet has 4 placed, and TreeCutter Doug has 5 placed. The action and the tension is mounting as Capture the Canopy continues. All right, here we go. The removal portion of Game 12. Mark Gaudet against TreeCutter Doug Tochtrop. Gaudet has 5 to retrieve. TreeCutter Doug, 4 to retrieve.
Doug's already got his first one undone and getting ready to drop it out. Let's see if it can get caught up or if it'll make a clean drop.
I think he's taking his time on that
strategy.
Yeah, it's a good strategy.
Yeah.
So many
see? Yeah, and he's working it. He's trying to negotiate it through the lower part, and it made it. But slowly but surely.
It almost didn't.
Slowly but surely.
Both have got one out, it looks like.
Dug one down. Still waiting on the first one from Gaudet.
Oh, no, but he already got the other one out on the far side.
Oh, number two.
Yeah.
He's got it. He's got it. He's got one down. All right. Yeah, on the far side of the tree. All right. So Gaudet's moving to this that portion where Doug was. That token is so far out, it's not even funny. Look at that.
Sending a carrier pigeon to go get that one.
All he's got to do is get this one here and
get that angle.
And he's got the redirects. He's got an easy road ahead of him. It looks like to me.
Get that line.
That's
yeah.
really
his line's at a good angle. His line's at a great angle to be successful here. Yep. Lanyard's on.
Let's see.
Yeah. Look at Mark. Mark's got it. Amazingly fast.
He can cover some ground real quick.
Cadet's got one down.
That's gonna
Doug's got Doug's last token just got hung up. Mark's got 3 to retrieve.
That's all right. That's where he's got to
Doug's
go
got 3 to retrieve. Kevin Bingham says that's where Doug's got to go anyway, so he can maybe negotiate that out of there and get that token to count.
So far, Mark has not used any redirects.
Tied at 3 to retrieve with just under 3 minutes to go.
That's what I was saying. Mark does not care about rope angles. One lick. I was seeing in the prelims just
now it looks like Doug just
flatline it.
It looks like Mark might have forgotten one back behind him, though.
Looks like Doug got only 2 to retrieve now.
Plus the one that's hung up.
Plus the one that's
hung up.
And Mark is now lower than the one on the far end out there. He's going to have to go back up to get that.
Ooh.
Yeah, it might have been a mistake on his part.
Let's see. This is where I screwed up and dropped mine out of the ring. So Doug's got to be careful.
Mark.
Yep, there he goes.
Mark.
So Mark.
Two left for Doug.
1 left for Doug. Oh.
One for Gaudet.
Gaudet has 1 left.
What's going to hurt Doug is he's going to have to get back down here and get this one out. That's definitely going to hurt him. He may be able to bomb down.
Gaudet.
Gaudet's at his next one. If he can get that one a clean drop, he's got it.
Doug's got one. Doug's got 1 left. Look for a big swing. He's got to get that line up.
Did not get to the ground. It is barely hovering. I mean, inches above the ground. They both have to get down now to get him out of the tree. This is a race to the ground at this point. And Doug's going to have him beat, I believe. All Doug has to do is get that to clear.
Doug's working it.
And he's got
Doug's got it down.
Oh,
whoa.
What a shame.
Whoa.
Wow. Good run. I had my money on Doug that one in the first
the number 2 seed.
They set him. Yeah.
Mark gave him a good run for his
Mark
money.
Gaudet with his first loss of the double elimination tournament today. TreeCutter Doug.
He's had some great climbs today.
Yep. Let's see the one that's hung up there. All right, there's a winner's bracket.
Oh, wow.
So we've got TreeCutter Doug against Carmack Nagan coming up in round 15. And there's the loser's bracket right there, the redemption bracket. So we've got Bouchard-Nestor going against Nathanael Gros. And we have Mark Gaudet facing Nick Markley in round 13.
So that's next, right? Gaudet and Markley?
This is going to be a wonderful home stretch. Tons of action. Please make sure you check this out. This is Capture the Canopy, world-class climbing, tree climbing event. I'm Jake Miller. This is Travis Vickerson. And this is Kevin Bingham. We'll see you next time.